This is how the worst day of my life began. A masked man closing in on Dunwall Tower. Now it's happening again. Another Empress falls, another story ends. Last time it almost ruined the Empire. Will I do any better? Delilah outfoxed me and I never saw it coming. But I was Corvo before I was the Royal Protector. Before I owned a sword, I fought with sticks and broken glass, whatever came to hand. I don't know what grand scheme you've got underway, Delilah, but I'll give all I've got to stop you.
Admit, this campaign has been conducted with far more restraint than I would have. Remarkable what Delilah's accomplished, coming from such a background, taking the throne. You know where to go to find Delilah. But how will you handle her? It's my hope that you have some sort of plan.
It could be tricky. She might not give me any choice but to fight, and Delilah deserves whatever she gets.
At my age, I've come to distrust words like deserve. As I've told you, I knew her long ago. Badly wounded, deep at her center, but cunning, and looking for a way to pull herself up. Perhaps more than anything, Delilah had a talent for imagining the world as a better place. If only that could have been channeled towards something less twisted.
Too late for regrets.
Yes, you're right. In any case, please watch yourself. I've come to care a great deal about you.
Goodbye, Anton.
Megan is waiting for you on the deck outside. She seemed cagey earlier, even more than usual. You took the worst Karnaca had to offer and acquitted yourself superbly. Good luck with Delilah. I fear for the Empire if you fail. Remember, the people of the city might have endured a great deal since you were driven from Dunwall. Desperate times. I've got maybe one more chapter left in my own tale. Hopefully a chapter set next to a roaring fire in Tivia. Toppling the Duke must give you a sense of peace. Maybe a better day will be born of it. It would be interesting to study why the bloodflies have never taken hold here. Time. If I only had more time. Goodbye, Corvo. I suspect I'll not see you again. malevolent ocean and large enough to heave the great leviathans aboard, thrashing and spilling their life's blood across the decks. Majestic ships, swift with luxurious cabins, fit for an empress. Where are those vessels now? They're far too important to carry an old man like me. I've been abandoned by my own creations. But maybe that's the way it should be. Haven't I been cruel, selfish? Perhaps I should be forgotten, consigned to the junk heap. Maybe I should die at last. And there's a chance I will on this final escapade. To Dunwall, then. We'll see what's left of me.
The Duke's brother so long ago. Would any of this have happened? Hey, there you are.
Megan.
People have called me that for a long time, but it's a lie. My name is Billy Lurk.
I remember seeing that written down somewhere a long time ago.
Yeah. I can't believe I'm telling you this, but you deserve the truth. I'll just say it. 15 years ago, I ran with a mercenary gang. We got paid to kill people. Some who deserved it, some who didn't. The boss pulled me up from the Dunwall slums when I had nothing and had run out of rope. This is hard to admit.
I want to hear you say it.
Our leader was the assassin Dowd, and I was part of the crew. Our last big job together, we were paid to...
You helped Dowd kill Jessamine.
Yes. I don't know what else to say. I've lived a very long time wishing I could take that day back, but I can't.
I can't ever forgive you for what you did, but suffering has a way of twisting people. You're a different woman today than you were then.
Yeah. We've all been hurt. But not all of us did what I did, or became what Delilah became. I know you'll never get over it, but neither will I.
No, I don't think you will. Goodbye, Billy. I'm taking the skiff and I'll go alone from here.
I can't deny it. Traveling with you has changed me. I know you want to face her alone, but good luck. Remember, even if you pull off whatever trick you're planning for Delilah, she won't be easy to beat. I'm glad Sokolov was awake to say goodbye. How is it the old man cured the plague all those years ago, but can't eat without getting food on his shirt? In my time here, the Dunwall City Watch was just a bunch of drunkards and layabouts. No wonder half of them turned on you. Goodbye, Corvo.
No one will ever know exactly what it took to save Emily Caldwin from a living death as Delilah's puppet. No one except the outsider, who watches everything and thinks his own dark thoughts and speaks to few in any generation. I've learned that our choices always matter. To someone. Somewhere. And sooner or later, in ways we can't always fathom, the consequences come back to us. I came from Serkonos to Dunwall as a boy. Made my living as a killer. One of the few who've heard the outsider's voice. I murdered an Empress, but saved her daughter, who will one day rule the Empire. Those were my choices. I'm ready for what comes.
old Samuel could see me now.
Take me to the Wall Tower. Bring me back to the cage of my own chest.
Oh, I will. Delilah will be made mortal again.
You let Emily's mother slip into oblivion. Do you know where my mother's resting? In a child's coffin, her skinny legs tucked beneath her, because I couldn't afford proper burial, while my father rests in the Imperial crypt.
You're lying.
You still can't accept it. You were sent to Dunwall as a gift, like a box of candies, because that's all you were worth. I had your mother's heart, and my body sleeps in your bastard daughter's bed.
If I learned anything in Karnaca, it's that birth shouldn't give anyone the right to rule. You earn it every day by serving the people who need you. Now I'm coming to end your tyranny, Delilah.
Step up. Let's see what I've got. Everything's gone to the void here.
Shuttered.
Can't hurt to be
This place
stocked up
still
on
might be your
munitions.
best bet. Sorry, I got places to be. Stay safe in the streets.
That's a shame.
Bastard should have been here an hour ago. He has no magic. I could put a spike through his heart. But his eyes, I see them in my mind. The muscles in his back. Should have been here an hour ago. He has no magic. I could...
Ah, yes.
Wait. I'm not alone.
Safe's gotta be here somewhere. I paid good money for the tip-off. That safe's gotta be here somewhere. I paid good money for the tip-off.
Welcome home, Lord Protector. Delilah's waiting for you. She's been sleeping badly for the last couple of weeks, because that piece of her you're carrying around has been calling out, begging her to take it back. She feels the same craving, but she'll fight to the death to stop you from putting her spirit back where it belongs. You were careful in Karnaca. Let's see how that serves you in the tower, where you and Jessamine fell in love. Delilah's got the throne, and your daughter. But now she's got a secret as well.
Third brick down, fifth over. Oh, but you've hit 3 and I've only hit 1. I might have to practice on every building on this street.
Why not? No one to stop us from tearing up everything in the city.
My dear old dad says that Emmett Lark built this place.
Oh, who cares who built it? Old Lady Grithers lived here when I was growing up. She's gone now, trampled underfoot in one of those riots.
That's a bad way to go.
The trick is to die in bed, belly full of whiskey. That's how I'm gonna go out. You watch.
No, I'm thinking it's a belly full of stab wounds for you, throwing up blood in an alley.
Should have seen them.
Close to Dunwall Tower? By the gates.
Yeah. After the big fight between those overseer hard-asses and Delilah's girls.
We gonna put it back together? Make it work?
Yeah, dumbass. Because you just spent 6 years at the Academy of Natural Philosophy.
Hey! Screw you!
Don't lose your shit over a joke, Dan. We're gonna sell it. Must be worth a lot of coin. We'll have to get this thing onto its road. No one buying in Dunwall right now.
I need to get me some moves.
Protector, you're alive. It's been almost 2 months, hasn't it?
I went back home to Serkonos to strike against those supporting Delilah, the architects of the coup against Emily.
And were you successful? Things are a mess here.
I know how to beat Delilah now. I'm going to topple her and find a way to help my daughter retake her throne.
That's the best news I've heard in a long while. You'll have my support. Whatever you need, just ask.
Once it's safe, just tell the public what happened. If I come out on top, I'll invite you to Dunwall Tower to conduct an interview.
Good luck at Dunwall Tower. The people of the district have fled. Everyone's afraid of Delilah and her followers. Whatever comes next will be written down in the history of the Empire, assuming we've still got an empire come tomorrow.
Hello? Please, I don't have much. Just tell me what you want, stranger. Who are you?
I'm an agent of the true Empress, Emily Caldwin.
Thank the stars for that. I've been hiding here since the coup. Worked in the carriage rails before things went to pieces.
I've been away. What's it been like here in the capital city?
At first, there was fighting. Delilah's bunch against those in the city watch who were still loyal. People tried to barricade the streets, to put up a wall around the tower. Eventually, the overseers came down, led by the High Overseer himself. They fought against Delilah's witches. That's the only word for them. But I haven't seen an overseer in a while now.
What else?
There was rioting over food. The people have fled the district mostly. Not long ago, someone came by in the dead of the night, pushing a carriage toward the tower. Looked like bones. Maybe from a whaling slaughterhouse. No idea why Delilah would want that.
Thanks for what you've told me. Stay hidden for a few more days. Maybe things will get better after that.
Good luck with what it is you're after, though I think I can guess. If you cross Delilah's path, or any of those with her, just remember how many they slaughtered. This place wasn't perfect before, but at least the bakeries and the pubs were open.
Everything's gone to the void here. Can't hurt to be stocked up on munitions. I don't know how long Dunwall is going to stand. I'll take that deal. You won't regret it. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment. Glad Glad we could do business. Come back next time you need something.
I've spent decades of my life defending this city, but I failed you, and a usurper took the throne from my daughter, Emily Caldwin. Under Delilah, you've endured much, but now I've returned, and I will expend my last breath, returning your rightful Empress to her throne, and restoring stability and peace to your lives. On this, I, Corvo Attano, swear.
Feel its attraction.
You want to ride along? There's a rat in my mattress. Hello?
Delilah.
I saw the High Overseer fall. All is lost. Leave this place.
The Abbey assaulted the tower.
Somehow we were overcome. Not just Delilah's sorcerers and their gravehounds, but mechanical men. Automated soldiers. The ancient music was useless against them.
Rest now. But know that I'm going to end Delilah's reign. I swear it.
At death's door, I smell the corruption of the void upon you. A heretic against a heretic. Laughable. The world is doomed. I've done what I could. Served the Abbey the best I was able. The strictures are written across my heart. I wish I could have protected the High Overseer.
Pigments block the wind. Finger-stained blue and blush, conjure rainbows for her brush.
Ancient mud and stinking clay, yellow dyes for golden day.
6 hands sift and 6 hands blend. Make the pigments block the wind. Finger-stained blue and blush, conjure rainbows for her thrush. A moan.
Oh, this seems interesting.
I can see you too. They're just jealous. Who's this then?
She's keen for this one.
The world as I want it. The world as I dreamed it was.
Only notes, Regina. She only settles on a name when it's all done and dry on the canvas.
Dry on a canvas of linen made of hand-harvested flax, with the seeds winnowed under a blood moon.
see. Let me come closer. Let me feel it. Oh, I know what this is. Throat feels a little scratchy. Maybe some. Look at you, full of honey and dandelions. You finally mastered the Gravehound magic, didn't you? I did. Those poor dead overseers gave up their precious hounds, and I raised a pack of them. They're down under the bridge.
Few in the Coven can do that. Delilah will be pleased.
That's the hope I keep in my pockets. After the fight with the overseers, I put down the rest of the dogs. And I dragged a few away and kept them for myself. When the moon showed its proper face, I made ready. The first couple were all mixed up. Too many legs and too many eyes. Then they tore each other apart.
But eventually you got it right.
Yes, just before dawn. And I love them. They're just perfect.
It shouldn't be. No one's been coming up the Red Haven of late.
Never mind.
Delilah's hatred for Jessamine is endless.
The algae is all dried out, but that makes it easier to collect. Less messy. You can still smell it.
How much of the algae does our Lady Delilah want? And what's it for? Tell me. I won't let the secret slip.
She just needs a bit, and if you promise to keep your tongue in your head, I'll tell you. It's part of her new undertaking. A painting to end all paintings, she says. Some great new magics she's concocting.
After taking Dunwall Tower itself, what more could our mistress want?
Delilah wants the whole world's love. The seas around it and the stars above it.
To restore power to the elevator, I'll have to reach the security room.
Says Delilah's up in the throne room. But a few days ago, she was spending all of her time in that bleak little overseer chapel. What's afoot? What's she working on?
She probably found it funny, using the chapel as a studio, mixing pigments where those fools used to preach their nonsense. But she moved to the throne room when she was ready to start her new painting.
Always exciting when she starts to sculpt or paint.
Yes, but this one is special. Delilah says it's going to change everything, the world and all the spheres beyond. Go sneak a peek of it, if you dare. My knee feels better. The chair really helped. And the Count of flowers. I've seen you in my dreams.
If Delilah's in the throne room, I can use the elevator to reach her.
Yes. Why is that, I wonder? Another mystery.
Careful now. I might not let you leave.
Huh? There's someone beneath my skin.
The machine is experiencing uncertainty.
Strange how it moves. Like a man, but not like a man.
Oil runs through its veins, rendered from the fat of leviathans from the deep, icy waters.
It has nothing to do with our mistress's magic. Not touched by the void at all. Could we make one of bones, I wonder? Like the grave hounds.
Delilah could, with Brianna's help. She was always oh so clever with the bones of things.
Yes, but Brianna's cut off from Delilah's magic now. There's room for another of us to become her favorite.
We should make a man of bones to win her favor. With Jindosh's mind turned to mush, his clockwork toys won't last forever.
With the power on, I can take the elevator to the throne room.
Smell burning grease on the air, sister.
Could this be our...
You want to ride along?
I know you're there.
Why is there a tree in the middle of the chapel? Delilah's new painting sounds dangerous, but I might be able to sabotage it.
It worked.
With more corrupt runes, maybe I could turn Delilah's painting against her.
After arranging the runes across the chair, both pure and corrupted, I was able to transpose the chapel made of paint with the one made of stone. With more runes, I should be able to do the same to all the Empire. This will be my greatest undertaking, transposing my painting. The world as it should be. With this wretched dung heap we're all born into. At last, all will be made proper and good.
This won't do. To have the tower humming and belching sparks once more.
The machine has lost its quarry.
Why is the electricity...
Someone's burning whale oil again. Curious who would want the stinker light.
So here we are, where my dear, lying half-sister Jessamine and I played as children. Where she first opened her bedchambers to you, then gave birth to your daughter. Where you let Dowd murder sweet Jessamine. The place that ruined both our lives. We are part of a very small group. Almost the last of Jessamine's circle. And we've both been marked by the black-eyed bastard. What do you think? Do you ever get cold at night, Lord Protector?
The machine has detected something.
Jessamine's old secret chamber leads up to the throne room.
Clockwork thing is still out there somewhere. Got to listen for it coming. I'll need to slip away for food soon. So risky, the way those malevolent hags come and go. Please don't tell anyone I'm here. I've been in here keeping quiet since this all happened.
Don't worry. But what do you know about Delilah and her people?
After the coup, there was more fighting between the Duke's traitors and the members of the Watch still loyal to the old Empress. Then there was a party for Delilah, just before the Duke returned to Serkonis. At some point, the Overseers staged an assault, but it went badly.
What else?
Apparently, Delilah's been working in the Abbey Chapel, preparing something. If you're crazy enough to want to find her, look there, or in the throne room. She and the Duke were talking about a painting.
Stay hidden. I'm here for Delilah. I'm going to take back the tower.
I hope you're right. 3 of us hid here. Genevieve got caught, then Morgan. Now it's just me. Good luck with whatever you're going to try. If you don't succeed, I'll wait a couple of days, then try to leave in the early morning. I'd give anything to have things back the way they were, before Delilah showed up and everything went to shit. Hello?
There's someone beneath my skin. You want to ride along with me? They're just jealous. If I want to dance, then I can twirl around all I want. Just try and stop me.
take me back and die at my hands.
What is Delilah?
At last, I've waited for this moment here in my tower. So now I will complete my great painting. I will make the world as it should be. You brought me back my spirit. Follow me, dear Corvo, and see how I will reshape all things.
So she'd replace all the world with this. If I put Delilah on the throne, the painting should trap her in her own fantasy world. You wanted a world of your own, Delilah, so have it.
At last, what I've always deserved. My justice. Now what's always been marred and distorted will be perfect. I've waited so long. Sing my songs and lick my flesh. Worship me.
Father, what happened?
Take it easy. I'll explain everything.
And so a man born with the face of the Duke took his seat in Karnaca, ruling with empathy for those not born in a palace. The people were surprised by this sudden turn, but did not question their good fortune. In Dunwall, without ever realizing it, Delilah passed into an imagined world where her father's promises were fulfilled and her subjects would love her forever, as she sailed the ocean with a great fleet and trekked across the Pendician wastes. While in the true capital, Emily the Just, Emily the Clever, ruled for decades over a prosperous, mended empire with Corvo Attano by her side. In his day, Anton Sokolov fired the engines of industry, hurtling the Empire into a more sophisticated age. He dallied with nobles, wayward artists, and great inventors alike, drinking in all that life could offer. Leaving Dunwall for the last time, he headed to the cold north, contented at last, on a final voyage to take him home. There are things that never change, no matter how hard you try. Questions you must answer. As Megan Foster faded from the world, Billy Lurk stepped from her shadow, setting out to discover her truest self, and seeking the closest thing she'd ever known to family.
On the sands of sweet Serkonos did we bathe in the sun, sharing grapes from Pulero when you were the only one.
On the streets of Karnaca, I met you long ago, when the city was so peaceful and the bay seemed to glow.
We danced and sang until the early ships sailed, and when morning bells rang, only then we exhaled. Now the sands of Serkonos, they're burning in the sun.
And the grapes from Colero are withered and finely done.
Now we cower in the alleys of streets where we did stroll, while the Duke claims our riches and his firing squads patrol. We run and hide until the evening ships sail. When the night is black, only then we exhale. So meet me in the shadows, bring your sweetest grapes. We'll slip on to a whaler and maybe